For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
I'm Paul Dingeman here. We are glad you are along. Spring is going to be just a few weeks away. We've got some information about very important things coming up for spring from the Master Gardeners of St. Clair County. We've also got representatives from St. Mary's Catholic School. They've got their annual auction. And finally, Reverend Joe Dunges from Fishers Community Church will be along about a concert. But let's begin with a friend for the second time. Lisa Sharrow, welcome back to the Focus
Thank
program.
you for having us.
Good to see you. You've sent me an email about some programs that you've got coming up for the Master Gardeners. But talk to me again about what a Master Gardener is and how do I get involved with the Master Gardener program in St. Clair County.
To become a Master Gardener, you have to complete a 13-week training course. Each week is on a different subject. It's 4 hours each night. It takes 13 weeks to complete it. Then you take an exam, and then you complete 40 hours of volunteer service, all within the first year of doing that, and then you'll be a certified Master Gardener. And each year after that, you have to complete 15 hours of volunteer service and 5 hours of education to stay certified.
What kinds of community work does the Master Gardeners do?
As an association, we do things that we work with kids. We donate to the 4-H gardens. We work in gardens that 4-H actually sponsors. We work in community gardens. There's groups of Master Gardeners who work with like their local fire department or police department or library. And then we as Master Gardeners host an array of events. Some are fundraiser and some are just for the community. And we do school garden grants too. It's another thing that we do.
Many municipalities, Marine City, St. Clair, lots of other ones, have garden clubs. They are not necessarily tied in with you. Some of their members might be Master Gardener.
They may be, right. But you have to go through the training with MSU in order to be a Master Gardener. And you have to stay certified every year to remain a Master Gardener.
How long have you been a Master Gardener?
19 years.
19 years. Must have been right after grade school.
Yeah, it was.
You're here today to talk to us about two programs.
Correct.
One is this coming Tuesday, which is going to be where? At the Dodge?
At the Dodge Auditorium
and
in the county building in
It's got
St. Clair.
a cute title to it. The woman is Jan Bills from a boutique landscaping company in Royal Oak, and it's called Two Women and a Hoe.
That's
I like
the name of her business.
Cute name.
I know. And she's adorable besides. So.
And what will she be talking about?
She's going to talk on sustainable gardening. So basically planting plants, the right plant in the right place, but planting plants that can stand the environment that's around them, that are friendly to our insects, birds, things like that, and that can take, and then not using pesticides and insecticides, talking about rain runoff and things like that, how it affects gardens and the community, the environment. So sustainable gardening is kind of like gardening in a natural way.
Is the environment changing in St. Clair County? Do things happen over 5-10 years that the same plant won't grow? Or it will grow?
Not so much that. These last couple of winters that we've had that have been really hard, we've seen a lot of impact on the community, on the plant life as far as, what used to, we never used to have those, negative 24-degree temperatures. And a lot of the plants that we have now weren't suitable for that. You saw a lot of boxwoods and different evergreens and stuff that were dying out. But there's always something going on. And the Master Gardeners are trained in this. There's always things that are changing. There's things that are happening now to the pine and the fir trees. Before we had the gypsy moth, and then we went through the, with the box elder bugs or the, I'm trying to think of the name of them. But anyway.
Well,
anyway, go ahead.
I had a blue spruce that's dying from the bottom up. And is that one of the diseases?
That's one of the diseases that's going on right now. And it's spreading, and it's going to spread.
Will it affect other trees around it?
It will.
So I should get
Take
rid
it
of the
out.
tree?
Take it out.
It's such a beautiful tree.
I know.
It's like a dog or a pet. You get attached to them,
right?
And you don't want to cut them down.
It's like losing all the ash trees. I mean, look at the thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of ash trees we lost from one bug that was brought here. That there's nothing that kills it here. So purple loosestrife is another. There's many things. So that's what Master Gardeners
one of them. But you've got a symposium coming up the beginning part or middle part of March 19th. and you're the chairman of it. And what's
I
that
am.
all about?
So every year we host a spring symposium, and we host it as close to the first day of spring as possible. We have 4 speakers this year that are coming in. This is our 9th annual year, so we're pretty proud of that. And we have very well-known and world-renowned speakers, so we're very proud of that. We have vendors, we have books, book signing, and the Master Gardeners bake for it, so we have all wonderful fresh baked things. And we offer lunch and breakfast with it. 13 vendors this year, and then the 4 lecturers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And the lecturers are going to talk about what?
This year we have Matt and Tim Nichols. They come from a nursery down in South Carolina, and they're going to talk on ginkgos and Japanese maples. And in researching them, I didn't realize that there were 42 different ginkgos, so I thought this would be something interesting to offer to the people. And then we have Susan Martin, who's coming from Holland, Michigan, and she's going to talk on...
Bring tulips. No?
No tulips. We do have a vendor that will have spring plants there, though. And we actually have a vendor who got the plant list from all of these speakers. So the plants that they're talking about, our vendor will be offering. So that's kind of a
Let me
nice
go
bonus.
back to the lady from Holland. I was trying to be humorous.
Sorry. She's going to talk on, if you're going to choose one Shasta daisy, which of the 13 different varieties would be the one variety that would do the best for you over long term and can stand, the climates that we have here and stuff. Then we have Tova Martin, who's she's our anchor speaker, our keynote speaker, and she's got several books out. She's world renowned. She actually wrote or did the photography for Tasha Tudor. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but anyway, she's very famous, and she's going to talk on the unexpected houseplant. And then we have Marta McDowell, who wrote a book on Beatrix Potter's Garden, which is another fabulous book, and a lot of information in that. So,
Is there a charge for this?
there is. It's $80 before I believe it's the end of the month. And then
So
it
you're
goes
going
up
to be
$90.
pretty, early bird registration is $80, and I don't see, before February 19th.
Yeah.
So you're a serious person if you want to spend the $80.
Yes. For the Master Gardeners, they're 5 hours of education, so that's a good way to look at it. But there's a lot of information, and they get an awful lot for their $80. They have fabulous food, they have vendors, they have book signing, we have a great location. We have all the Master Gardeners come, and we have a nice hostess kind of a deal that we do there for them. They get door prizes, and it's a good event.
Cornerstone Church, tell us where that is.
If you take Wadhams Road over the Black River, and then you hang a right at the bottom of the bridge there, you go up around the hill. It's on your left-hand side at the end of Craft Road.
Right.
So we're going to be there.
Big church, plenty of room,
Yep.
plenty of parking, and
Yep.
everything else. It's the 19th of March, and it's $80 before February the 19th.
Next week.
And if the guys have thrown up your telephone number there, that will, the times, then people can give you a call and make reservations.
Yep, be happy to answer their questions and get them the information.
Okay. Lisa, always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks
Thank
very
you for your
much.
time.
It's good to see you because we know that the snow and the ice
Spring
will
is
be
around
gone
the
pretty
corner.
soon.
I bring sunshine.
You bring sunshine. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. We'll be back with ladies who have sunshine across the street from our location here at St. Mary's Catholic Church in just a minute, at Catholic School in just a second. We're back, and we're back with who we classify as some neighbors. They're just across the street from our studios here in St. Clair. It's a wonderful establishment, very old, and we're going to find out how old in just a second. St. Mary's Catholic School. They've got an annual auction coming up, and they've got some other wonderful news they want to tell us about. The principal, Mrs. Sutherland, welcome back to the Focus Program.
Thank you,
nice
Paul.
to see you.
Nice to
and
be
you brought
here.
out Amber Mullins, one of the wonderful parents,
Thank you.
and Elizabeth Gray. Nice
Hi,
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Talk to me about how many years old the school is.
We are moving in on 110 years next year.
Isn't that
We are-
marvelous?
It is. It
I mean,
is.
things don't last 110 years in this world,
Lots
this
of history.
society.
Yes, that's right.
The thousands and thousands of people that have gone through that school and have become successful and become great supporters of the school are a story in themselves.
And that's right. Some come back to work at our school even.
Right.
So, that's very good.
And what we've got an auction coming up. Let's just give the date of that, and then we'll come back and talk about it more. But
Okay. Our auction this year is on March 5th. That's the Saturday, first Saturday of March. And it will begin at 6 o'clock And tickets are $50 if you purchase them ahead, and $60 at the door.
And it's going to be held where?
It is being held at the Alexander Banquet Facility in Marysville.
Okay, and everybody knows where that is. So we'll come back to the auction in a minute, but you've got some good news about St. Mary's Catholic. What is it?
We received an award for we were one of 3 schools that received an award for most improved in Catholic identity. So that was very exciting for us.
And you were competing against the whole archdiocese?
Yes, we were.
Well, marvelous, marvelous. That is good news. And the other thing is you've got a Montessori program. That's new, isn't it?
Our Montessori program has been here a couple years,
Okay.
but it has been so successful that we are advancing it now into the upper grades, and we're very excited about that. Right now we have parents that are signing up 1 and 2 years ahead to get into the program, and our parents are very happy with the work there.
Amber, you've got a child in Montessori. Elizabeth, you've got a child in Montessori.
I do.
Montessori is not new to St. Clair. There was a Montessori school on Clinton Avenue for a long, long time, probably 15 or 20 years. And did you attend that?
I did not. I did attend St. Mary's, but not the Montessori.
And so what is the wonderful addition? What is happening with Montessori that makes it a nice addition to St. Mary's?
We just absolutely love the Montessori philosophy. We find that when we enrolled Bria, her vocabulary just exploded. And we actually loved it so much that we added days.
Oh, really?
We just saw how successful Bria was and how much she has grown in the Montessori environment that we absolutely couldn't, we had to.
And her age now is?
She will be 5 in April.
And how long has she been in the preschool?
Since September.
Okay.
Yeah, a very short time.
But you
that
could
we've
see the
seen
difference.
The difference.
What is the difference from the regular preschool to a Montessori preschool?
In our Montessori preschool, we really focus on developing a learner, opening children up to the world around them, really building a foundation of experiences, lots of hands-on experiences, so that they can build on that all through their life, really. And it works. They are sponges, and they just soak up whatever we give them. And we really don't stop at state standards. We look at the child and say, what is this child capable of? And from there, we move, and the children are growing and doing very, very well.
Elizabeth, your child is in kindergarten.
She is.
And what kind of experience has she had with the Montessori?
She also attended preschool the year before, and we did the same thing. We started her with half days, and within a week, she was begging me to stay longer.
Wow.
Can I please go to school today, Mommy? So we increased her days right out of the gate, really, with preschool. She loves it. She can't wait to go to school every morning. The things she's learning, I can't believe. She already knows the continents. So every day she's coming home with something amazing that she learned that day, and so excited. And Miss Robin and Miss Megan are just the greatest. I couldn't ask for better.
That was going to be my next question. Who is teaching the?
We have Miss Robin Etz as our lead teacher, and then Miss Megan Jolly is our aide. And they are a wonderful pair. They really complement each other and do an amazing job.
Is all of your preschool and all of your kindergarten in Montessori, or is it separated?
As of this year, we are creating a second Montessori room down the hall.
Which will only be Montessori?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we're moving into a second room now because of the demand
The
for
success.
it. Yes,
That's marvelous.
it is.
Marvelous. Okay, and then you said you're going to expand it even further.
Across the hall, we have our first and second grade room, and then upstairs we have our third and fourth grade teacher who also has a background in Montessori. And it's just a beautiful way to lead children to the truth and to really open the door just to learning throughout their whole life.
I guess I'm a touch confused, which is normal, but will the whole school become eventually Montessori?
No.
You're not going to become a Montessori school.
No, I don't think so.
You're still going to be a traditional Catholic school.
Yes, I think so. it's just that we're leading our children along after they get this beautiful foundation in kindergarten, preschool and kindergarten, and it just works so well that we're moving it up, especially into our lower L grades.
Okay. Amber, you went there for 8 years. My daughter went there for 8 years. It's a pretty good place to go to school.
Yeah, we absolutely
And your brother
love
and your
St. Mary's.
sisters, right, right.
And I was actually, I knew of Montessori,
Right.
but I didn't understand the difference until I attended one of the open houses at St. Mary's and received more information and spoke with the teachers and how passionate they were about it. I mean, it really was a terrific thing, I think, for the school, and we are so happy with our decision.
The passion is exciting to see, isn't it, when
Oh,
when a teacher
absolutely.
gets involved with the students and you see
And
wonderful.
it is so evident from Geraldine to the teachers to the other parents to the students. It's absolutely wonderful.
How about your experience with it? You just love it, as you said.
Yeah, and I attended Catholic school all through high school, not locally, but
Mhm.
so I really appreciate the Catholic school in general. And the founder of Montessori was Catholic herself, so it's kind of a natural progression for those two to come together. And I couldn't have asked for more than to find both in one, and right down the street. I mean, it's great.
Right. What's the student population at St. Mary's now?
Right now, we're just under 90.
Okay.
Yes.
It's ebb and flow. It goes up, comes down, goes up, and that's the same in the public schools. I know from talking to some of the public school people, the population is down in the earlier years. But then we talked to River District Hospital here a few weeks ago, and they said their births are up. So
Great.
who knows? I mean, it's starting to swing the other way. So
That would be great.
They-
My little man's already on the waiting list for the 2017 starting. So.
Great, right, all right, all right. Now, let's go back to the auction. How can people help St. Mary's?
Well, they can help, of course, by attending, and we would love to have them support us. At the auction, we're working on 2 projects. One is to advance our Montessori program and to also bring a strings program to our school. So if they come, they can support us by bidding. We can also be supported by donations of ads and prizes for the auction. So either
Okay.
way, and also inviting other friends to come.
We have a slide with your phone number on it, 329-4150. If people have
Great.
questions about how to get tickets, et cetera, become a sponsor, become an advertiser.
That would be wonderful.
Okay.
Great.
Talk to me about the Springs program. Next week here on Focus, we're going to have the young men and women who are in the string, I forget the title of it, the School for Strings.
School of Strings?
They're going to be performing because they're going to be having a concert at St. Mary's Church.
Yes.
Coming up in a couple of weeks. Is that tied into this?
Well, actually, it is. We had been looking at adding a strings program to our school for a while now, and we applied for a grant through the St. Clair Community Foundation to help us get that started. And now we're hoping to match that grant.
Oh, good.
And so we have been meeting with School of Strings to see if they might be able to help us out.
Well, great.
And again, it just goes back to really trying to provide a quality education and really helping children experience beauty and truth. And that certainly happens through a program like a strings program.
Just last night, there was a daddy-daughter dance. Your daughter attended. It was pretty successful,
She
wasn't it?
went and missed it. Oh yes, they do such a great job. Very
It was
fun.
St. Clair Rec, I think.
It was St. Clair Rec. I believe St. Mary's will be in May.
Ours is coming up.
Oh,
in
you
the
got a
spring.
daddy-daughter dance
We have
too?
one also.
Oh, great, great.
So yeah, Bria, we already had to tell her that one was coming up because
Oh, she liked
she
it.
said
It's
it was
such a wonderful time
She
in
said
their
it went
lives.
by in a blink.
And you get to
She
see it.
loved it.
You get to see it day in, day out from kindergarten through 8th grade.
Our
it's a
children
pleasure.
are beautiful, and seeing them excited to be in our school and learning every day, what a great gift.
Yeah. Well, thank you, ladies. Very nice to have met you, Elizabeth. Good seeing you, Amber. Always
you.
a pleasure.
Thank you, Paul.
Principal, good seeing you. We're going to be back with another neighbor. They're right around the corner. Down the hall is a wonderful place called Fishers Community Church. Reverend Joe Gingers is going to be right along talking to us about a concert that's coming up at the Performing Arts Center on Meisner Road. We'll be right back. Today is Neighbor Day. As we said, we had St. Mary's Catholic School, which is across the street from our studio, and down the hall from us is Reverend Joe Gingers from the Fishers Community Church.
Yes,
nice
sir.
to see you.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, neighbor.
Good to see you again.
You've got a whole series of things that your church does, one of which is a ministry of music.
Yes, sir.
And you've got another magnificent concert, because all of the previous ones have been that way.
Yep.
At the Performing Arts Center coming up March the 4th. What's it all about?
Well, it's again, it's one of another concerts of a series that we've done. I think we've done, this is either our 7th or 8th concert
Yeah, I would
we've
say,
done.
yeah.
And they've all been wonderful. I think the last 3 have sold out, and we're hoping that this one is another sellout.
Okay, this one here is live in concert, and Jared can zoom in on that for me. Talk to me about it.
So we have Josh Wilson, who was with us before. He was the warm-up for Sanctus Real, again, which is a sold-out show. Jason Gray, they kind of co-headline this concert. And a newer artist, at least for me, a woman named J.J. Heller. Again, just wonderful artists, wonderful musicians. Again, it's just going to be an awesome show.
Where can I get tickets?
You can get tickets on itickets.com on the web there. You can get tickets at Silk's Flower Shop here in St. Clair, the Sweet Tooth in Marine City, Family Christian Bookstore in Port Huron, and Baptist Church in Richmond.
Okay.
Community Baptist.
And the Sweet Tooth now has twice the space.
Oh, yeah.
They've moved across the street. So
Good
if you
for them.
haven't been down to see the new store, it's a good reason to stop and see Todd. And,
Love seeing Todd.
And get a scoop of ice cream and a ticket.
That's not a bad idea at all.
That's right. You brought along a little video.
It's a little promo video that they send along with their the artwork that they give to us. It's just amazing what they do now to help promote these concerts. Again, the artwork and this promo video too, so it helps out a lot.
Let's take a look at that right now, and then we'll be right back.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
We're coming to your town real soon to play a couple songs for you.
Josh Wilson.
J.J. Heller.
Jason Gray.
If you listen to the radio, you might have heard our songs that go.
I don't wanna live like I don't care. I don't wanna say another empty prayer, 'cause that was then, this is now. And it's time to hear how our friend J.J. Heller sounds.
When my heart is breaking, I never leave your hands. You are the well. You are the well that never runs dry.
Oh, 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 oh. Tell me once again who I am to you, who I am to you. Hey, we're Josh Wilson,
J.J. Heller.
Jason Gray. We'll see you real soon, partner.
That's a great video.
Yeah.
I like that.
Again, we put it on our Facebook site. We put it on our website for Fishers and for Water's Edge ministries that we do. And again, it kind of gives people a taste of what they're going to see.
Talk to me about Fishers Community Church. What's going on, and how are you doing?
We're continuing to worship. We're continuing to do what we're to do here in St. Clair, kind of trying to grow, meet the needs of the people around here, and again, being a new and different church. Water's Edge, we can continue to do those things too. Again, concert ministry and helping out in our community. Again, the two things that we are
You're busy people.
Yeah, we are. Again, God has called us to do those things, and He continues to bless us in those areas.
You've got some great members. Susie Cook is an active parishioner. Can I call her parishioner?
Yep.
And there's
Helps
so
us
many
out a
other
lot.
great people. And
Yeah, it's a great team that we have. One of the things with both Fishers Community Church and Water's Edge, we're small, but at the same time, that builds a camaraderie, a
Family.
friendship, a family that we have that maybe you don't always have in some larger organizations. So it's a blessing.
okay, March the 4th.
March the 4th, 7 p.m.
7 p.m. The wonderful, beautiful East China Performing Arts Center.
Working with Dave Simpson again.
Yep.
He is a blessing.
Yep. Yes, he is.
Absolutely.
And 634 seats or something like that. David told me, and I think I've mentioned that to you before, that they're busy like 250 nights a year.
It's amazing, and it's a good thing, bad thing for us as we promote concerts. I get an open, a concert that could happen. The first phone call I make is to Dave saying, "You got any open dates?" And most of the time is no, because it's used so much, and that's a great thing. But again, every now and then we are able to slip a concert in there. We hope to do 5 concerts this year,
Really?
so maybe I'll get to see you some more.
Good. I'd like that. I'd like that. But let's review this one. This is Josh Wilson and I'm reading upside.
Jason Gray.
Jason Gray.
And
live in concert with J.J. Heller.
Yep.
And give me the dates and the times again.
March the 4th, 7 p.m.
Okay.
Get your
And
tickets soon.
Get your tickets all over town or at Todd's Sweet Tooth.
And itickets.com.
And itickets.com. Okay, that's about it. Thanks very much for tuning in to the Focus this week. Hope you enjoyed it. We've got more information for you coming next week. The School for Strings will be here with a bunch of fiddlers, so we'll make a lot of noise in the hallways here next week. See you then. Until then, Paul Dingeman. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.